Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis, coming to you from the Ventura Cigar Company studio. With me today is John McTavish. How you doing, John?
Doing well, preparing myself for the snowpocalypse, which is supposed to hit in 8 hours, something like that. So
Oh,
right now it's
wow.
beautiful.
Yeah. You got a full leather jacket on. I mean, come on, it can't be that great.
Well, it's a little windy, but I mean, I've got a t-shirt on and the jacket's not done up, so it's not
Okay.
that bad.
All
Yeah,
right. Got
it's
it.
fine.
So today we are talking about the Trinidad Espiritu Series No. 1 Toro. The cigar is 6-inch by 52 ring gauge, comes out of the Tabacalera AJ Fernandez factory in Nicaragua. Uh, the blend is just listed as Nicaragua for rapid binder fillers. There's not much detail other than that. Price point is $10.15, and the cigar was released in July of 2019. So with all that out of the way, John, take us through your overall experience with this cigar.
So this is a cigar I was looking forward to from the show. The branding is kind of on point. It's really designed to be a new take, a new sort of modern, I don't know, artistic take on the Trinidad brand. I would say for me the first third had the most complexity overall. There was graham cracker, leather. It was enjoyable, and I was impressed, and I was really hoping it was going to stay that way. Unfortunately for me, that complexity really dropped off sort of at the end of the first third. And I found the kind of overall experience from there on to be pretty average. And when we say average, it's important to sort of delineate that it's not un, un it's not bad. It's just it's not shattering. It's not separate from anything else that I could buy off the market. That's a little bit disappointing when you put this much work into sort of the brand. I was expecting that goodness to carry through at least for the first couple thirds. So while the flavors were pleasant, this is not what I would consider to be a hallmark brand, sort of matching up with all the branding and stuff. The burn was very good. I had really no issues for the most part, and then the draw was good. I see I must have cut my burn notes off somehow, which is weird because I think I had a touch up in a. Anyways, the draw was perfect. So yeah, I mean, it was okay, but I was expecting more. What was your experience like?
Yeah, for me, it started with wood, cinnamon, and cream, and kind of shortly thereafter, the cinnamon was like an aggressive baking spice that kind of mellowed out fairly quickly. That cream then transitioned over to mustiness, a little bit of dry earth joined the profile, a little bit of char and bitterness kind of joining in the final third. I thought the cigar started out pretty well, but then by the middle of the first third, it became pretty average. I think some sweetness probably would have rounded out the profile a bit more, but there really wasn't any of that to be found in the profile. Um, I can still see this cigar appealing to the masses, because it ticks a few of the good boxes. Like it's got a fairly, it's got a typical flavor profile. There's nothing off-putting to it. It's got pretty good construction. It's got the nice packaging. There's a lot of, oomph behind the whole brand and all that kind of stuff. But for me, the cigar needs more than all that. The flavor has to be really good for me to want to return to it. So, might work well with a pairing. I don't know if music is enough of a pairing, but something else to give it to round it out a little bit more. But it's probably not something I'm going to return to that
And
quickly.
just reading over my notes, I must have cut off my notes when I was writing it. So yeah, so there's a canoe in the second and requiring a touch up, and then I had to relight in the last third. So that's why I
Okay.
got it very good. But I'm totally with you. I think it's going to appeal to the masses. I just, like you said, it's got to be more than flash. There has to be some substance there as
Yep.
well.
Exactly. All right, so let's get into the scores. So Seth was also on this review, but he wasn't able to join us today. But John, you and Seth both scored it at 6 even, and I gave it a 5.20. So how do you think that 6 matched up with your experience?
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, you talk about a cigar that's slightly above average for flavor profile overall, with really, really good construction, really, really good draw, uh, good marketing behind it. I would smoke this again, but I don't see this as something that's probably going to land in my top 25 cigars of the year. What about you?
Yeah, for me, 5.20. It was an average flavor profile until the final third when it kind of went a little bit subpar. Construction was pretty good. I had a little bit of an issue with the burn. It was kind of wavy throughout, and there was a touch up and one relight in there, so that kind of knocked it down a little bit. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's an average cigar with you know pretty good construction. But that's just about normal nowadays. I mean, it's not anything to write home about. So
Good smoking time. I got just shy of 2 hours, so
yeah,
good value.
yep, exactly. All right, any other final thoughts from you on this one, John?
No, no. I
All right.
mean, it'll be interesting to see kind of how this cigar rates across because I think this is a brand that a lot of people were interested in trying. So it'll be interesting to see the take that other sites and other reviewers have on the cigar as the time goes on.
Exactly. All right, if you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us, but also check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. Follow us on all social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.